Currently, out of your 25 seats, 21 men, 4 women.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing something to diversify the members of the House?
Oh, absolutely. And I think what you will note is that, and as I said at a press conference earlier, that this Progressive Labour Party slate will have the most women running for it in our party's history. But we are proud of our record in elevating women to leadership. It's important to note that, yes, you say that as well, but we also have 4 members of the cabinet which are female. And so we have the the chairman of our party, the deputy chair of our party, the secretary general of our party, and the Bermuda Progressive Labour Party has had a history of female leaders, especially ascending to the highest office of the land.
As far as economic recovery, where do we look for green shoots?
Well, green shoots are going to be found not only in the work that the Minister of Finance is going to be announcing in speaking about the additional investments that are going to be made in capital projects in the near term to make sure that we get persons working. But we're also going to focus on additional hotel development. We have to make sure that we get the Southampton Princess project off the line. We're going to fix the mess of which we're left with the Caroline Bay project to make sure that that can get up and running, and to focus on additional capital projects and additional hotel development projects. A perfect example, the owner for the Lauren came to me before we came to office. None of the units were sold. After we've come into office, all of his units are sold. People who were involved in fintech have bought some of his units, and now he's ready to build some more units that are up there. Those are the type of investments of which we've been able to attract. So from a hospitality perspective, the expansion of our international business as well is certainly opportunities that are there, whether it's our handling of economic substance, whether it's looking to attract more business from Hong Kong, and also to attract more tech companies to Bermuda. So as far as green shoots, I am incredibly hopeful, and I know that the work that the Minister of Finance will do will balance where we are so we can return ourselves to a balanced budget while making sure that we make investments now that will pay off later. We are going to get people back to work. And one of the most important things when it came to economic recovery, of course, was reopening the country, reopening our tourism industry, and getting people back to work in hospitality, which we have been successful in doing.
Will we see the Fairmont Southampton reopen? I know there's been a lot of rumor out there. Obviously, our largest hotel and an important hotel for conferences and conventions.
I think it'll be difficult to give a timing. The Bermuda Tourism Authority says to be determined, but what the government is working on, remember that we announced the deal in December. It took a lot of work and effort. Clearly, the landscape has changed after the pandemic, and we are engaged to try to get us to a place where we're able to announce the renovation of that project, creating hundreds of jobs for Bermudians so that the hotel can reopen on a grander scale. That was the plan when it was purchased. Now we have to work through those details. We had meetings last week with the Minister of Finance, myself. We have more meetings this week, and we are working through those plans. But here's the one thing that you can be assured. With this Minister of Finance, you will not end up with a debacle like we've had at Morgan's Point, where the people of the country are going to be on the hook. We are going to make sure that we work to get our people back to work, but we're going to strike a fair and balanced deal in the interests of the country.